Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a hot button issue that affects all of us in the digital age, freedom of speech on social media. As Evelyn Beatrice Hall famously said, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." However, with the rise of social media platforms, this fundamental right is increasingly under threat. From gun control to political dissent and even LGBTQ plus rights, social media giants are frequently accused of stifling voices that challenge the mainstream. In this video, we're exploring 10 instances where social media has shut down freedom of speech. Let's get into it. In the words of Evelyn Beatrice Hall, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." These words were spoken in the past. However, today, in this day and age of social media, Hall's moral position is being called into question. The removal of accounts whose opinions are contrary to those of the majority is something that digital platforms are quite pleased to do. Users of social media platforms are compelled to negotiate a world in which their content may be erased if they challenge the current quo. Social media executives are eager to take action against anyone who offends the sensitive sensitivities of their advertisers, whether it be banning of LGBT content or the suppression of nationalist discourse. Number 10. YouTube removes firearms videos. There is little question that gun ownership is one of the most contentious and fiercely disputed topics in our current era. It was inevitable that YouTube would raise a commotion when it made the decision to remove a significant number of its videos pertaining to firearms. The video website implemented limitations in 2018 that prohibit content that intends to sell firearms or certain firearms accessories through direct sales or links to sites that sell these items. These regulations aim to prevent the sale of firearms and accessories. Any video that instructs users on how to construct firearms and accessories has been banned from YouTube as a result of the new policy that is more stringent. In addition, videos that demonstrate to viewers how to convert a firearm into an automatic weapon are expressly forbidden. There are thousands of channels on YouTube that are solely devoted to firearms. The abrupt decision to ban content was met with immediate opposition from people who possess firearms online. Spikes Tactical, a company that manufactures firearms and is situated in Florida, has taken issue with YouTube for canceling their account without providing any prior notice. According to the explanation provided by a representative, the liberal left will gradually chip away at our freedoms and erode our rights, and the first step is to squelch our voice that they will take. It would be an understatement to say that we are doing F-wicking PS. Also incensed by the infringement on their freedom of expression on the internet was InRange TV, which is another brand of firearms based in the United States. They made the announcement that there would be a transfer of their videos that were prohibited to the adult website Pornhub. Number 9. Snapchat blocks Al Jazeera in Saudi Arabia. Snapchat is not the first name that comes to mind for the majority of people when they think about political control of social media. When compared to its competitors, the social networking platform is regarded for having a reputation for being less restrictive and more open-minded. On the other hand, Snapchat took the controversial choice in 2017 to prohibit the news network Al Jazeera from operating in Saudi Arabia. The government of Saudi Arabia has requested that the Discover channel of Al Jazeera be withdrawn from the application. A harsh regime that has a terrible track record when it comes to human rights is in charge of Saudi Arabia. Notwithstanding this, Snapchat complied with the request and removed Al Jazeera's feed from the app. Snapchat has around 8 million users in Saudi Arabia, indicating its great popularity in the country. The business stated that they are eager to comply with local laws in the countries where we operate. As stated in their corporate statement, the manner in which Al Jazeera violates Saudi law is still unknown at this time. The decision made by the firm was met with a great deal of criticism by Mostafa Sowag, who is serving as the acting Director General of the Al Jazeera media network. According to what he shared with the media, we find Snapchat's action to be alarming and worrying. By applying pressure to the owners of social media platforms and content distribution businesses, this sends a message that governments and countries have the ability to stifle any voice or platform with which they disagree. It is very evident that this action constitutes an assault on the rights of journalists and other professionals working in the media to freely report and cover stories from all over the world. Number 8. YouTube deletes UK drill videos. Controversy is something that hip-hop artists are no strangers to. However, even when measured against the norms of rap music, the manner in which the British government is restricting drill artists in the United Kingdom is a disturbing sight to behold. There is a subgenre of modern rap music known as UK drill. In the beginning, it was brought in from Chicago, and later on, the underground in Britain would come to adore it. Young rap artists tell frank tales about life for the underclass in the United Kingdom over the backdrop of gloomy and sparse beats. On the other hand, the genre has been criticized for the violent sexual content of its lyrics. 129 music videos were removed from YouTube in 2019 after the Metropolitan Police Department made a request there. There is a group known as 1011 that has been completely prohibited from uploading songs. Due to the fact that they performed a song at a concert, the drill duo Skengdo and AM from the United Kingdom were given a 9-month suspended prison sentence. The move was referred to as a troubling trend of alarmist attitudes, increasingly restricting free expression by the human rights organization Liberty. The British police and the media have been accused of scapegoating the drill genre, according to Dimsey, a famous musician in the drill scene in the United Kingdom. Number 7. Google Suspends Free Speech app. The social networking app Parler takes great satisfaction in the fact that it does not filter any of its users' content. Individuals that have been blacklisted by Twitter, as well as fans of the Republican Party in the United States, have shown their support for the site since it was launched in 2018. Ted Cruz, the senator from Texas, has nearly 5 million dedicated followers. The Fox News host Sean Hannity has approximately 7 million followers. However, Google has claimed that the app does not take into account messages that incite violence. Additionally, Apple has threatened to remove the application from its App Store marketplace. The site, according to their assertions, was utilized to plan, coordinate, and facilitate the attacks on the United States Capitol in 2021. According to John Matzer, CEO of Parler, there is no way to organize anything on the user's mobile device. Matzer does not intend to comply with the moderation standards set forth by Google. We are not going to give in to companies that are motivated by politics or to those authoritarians who despise the right to free speech. Number 6. Facebook and YouTube, accused of supporting repression. In Vietnam, 2 social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, have been accused by Amnesty International of facilitating official censorship in Vietnam. Officials from Southeast Asian countries have requested that Facebook erase thousands of posts, and the company has agreed to comply. Just in the first half of the year 2020, the website went ahead and implemented 834 restrictions. Much of the content that has been suppressed is related to the land issue in Dong Tam. Since the year 2017, residents of Dong Tam have been engaged in a violent conflict with the military over the distribution of land rights. In the year 2020, Amnesty International claimed that Vietnam is now holding 170 individuals who are being held as prisoners of conscience. Out of those, 69 were detained because of content that was found online. According to Ming Yu Ha, who works for Amnesty International, Facebook is by far the most popular and profitable platform in Vietnam. As of today, These platforms have evolved into a hunting ground for censors, cyber troops from the military, and trolls who are funded by the state. Platforms themselves are not only allowing it to occur, rather, they are becoming more and more complicit in the situation. Number 5. TikTok censors gay content. In 2019, TikTok was accused of having a discriminatory attitude toward its gay users. There have been previous complaints about the social media site being accused of removing videos. When it comes to issues that are considered sensitive by the Chinese government, moderators are known to ban them. Videos that were related to Tibet, Falun Gong, and Tiananmen Square have all been taken from the video. It was then discovered that TikTok was also blocking LGBT content in several nations besides the United States. After learning that recordings depicting same-sex couples indulging in intimate activities had been prohibited, users of the platform expressed their fury. Any videos that showed gays kissing or even holding hands were removed from the app in certain regions of the world, including the United States. Reports of homosexual groups, including news, characters, music, television shows, and pictures, they restricted, according to the statement. Pro-gay slogans and pride parades were likewise taken out of circulation. Number 4. Twitter deletes Venezuelan accounts. It is well knowledge that Venezuela's political situation is quite unstable. In 2019, Twitter removed around 2,000 accounts from the platform. They belong to individuals who were in favor of the government of Venezuela. It was stated that 1,196 accounts were banned from the website because they influenced domestic audiences. 74 additional units were removed from service for reasons that were never completely substantiated. Journalists were ready to publicly oppose the moves taken by Twitter. Abby Martin, who is the anchor of the television series Empire Files, has accused the social media platform of actively censoring accounts that are in favor of the government. Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, referred to it as an expression of fascism. In the previous year and a half, Twitter has taken action against many Venezuelan officials by suspending their accounts. There have also been allegations that the website is responsible for propagating misleading information about the Latin American nation. Number 3. Polish nationalists fight back against censorship. Censorship of social media is becoming increasingly tiring for Poland. The Prime Minister of Poland, Mateusz Morawiecki, made the announcement in January 2021 that he would be strictly enforcing authoritarian suppression. Unless the item in question violates the laws of Poland, the Polish Ministry of Justice intends to make it unlawful for social media platforms to remove content at all. It has been advocated by Morawiecki that the European Union should follow suit. During the 1980s, the Prime Minister of Poland was a famous anti-communist figure. We lived in a country that was censored for nearly half a century, a country where Big Brother told us what we don't have the right to think, to say, or to write, he continued. Because of this, we react with apprehension to any efforts that are made to restrict freedom. Following that, Morawiecki referred to the internet as the most democratic medium in the history of the world. The fact that Morawiecki presents himself as an advocate for free speech, however, has been criticized by a number of individuals as being hypocritical. Poland has some of the most stringent defamation rules in the world today, according to a research that was conducted by the OSCE not too long ago. The offense of offending religious feelings has the possibility of a prison sentence of 2 years from the date of conviction. Additionally, it is against the law to insult the president, monuments, or the Polish state for any reason. Number 2. Twitter blocks former President Trump's account permanently. Twitter made the announcement in February 2021 that they have permanently barred Donald Trump from using the platform because of his behavior. The removal of the former President of the United States for life was confirmed by Ned Siegel, who serves as the Chief Financial Officer of the website. Even if Mr. Trump were to run for office again, Twitter would never reinstate his account, regardless of whether or not he was successful. It was after the assault of the United States Capitol building that the social network made the controversial decision to remove Mr. Trump from his position. He was reportedly barred by the company due to the risk of further incitement of violence, according to the press release. Number 1. Twitter deletes posts. Reporting on India's attacks on Kashmir. Attacks from other countries are not uncommon in Kashmir. The South Asian region has been subjected to attacks for a number of decades. There is currently censorship on Twitter in India, in addition to the heightened repression that is being carried out by the Indian government. There have been hundreds of thousands of tweets taken from the website over the past few years. The majority of the remarks that were removed were written by journalists who were critical of the government of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Social media platforms are frequently utilized by residents of Kashmir in order to express their discontent with the administration. Since 2017, however, about 1 million tweets have been removed off the internet. The individual who works for Amnesty International, Akar Patel, referred to it as a fundamental deprivation of freedom of expression. An account belonging to a journalist was blocked because he tweeted about abuses of human rights committed against individuals who were living in Kashmir. The restoration of his account did not occur until after the texts were deleted. In the month of August 2019, the Indian government decided to remove Article 370 from the Constitution. This resulted in Kashmir losing its status as an independent region and bringing it under the complete authority of the Indian government. And there you have it. 10 times social media platforms have been accused of shutting down freedom of speech. The digital landscape is constantly evolving, and with it, the ways we communicate and express ourselves. It's crucial to stay informed and vigilant about these issues to protect our rights in the digital age. What do you think about these examples? Have you experienced or witnessed censorship on social media? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.